Hey guys, how's it going? Gonna make a new video for you today. As you can tell by the title, the name of the video is $5 Loadout. This started whenever I started a new account. I do have an alt account, as you can see here. I don't really call it a Smurf because it's not, it's not that much lower ranked than my other account, than my main account. But it's kind of really what I use it for is just kind of like warming up, you know, playing some warm-up games and stuff. But I started playing on this account and I wanted some skins, but I didn't really want to spend a lot of money, and so I thought a $5 loadout video would be a good concept. So I'm going to go through my choices here. I've obviously left out some guns that I don't use. So if I never use them, why spend any money on them? Might as well use that on some guns that I do use. So if you see some blank or some that I don't go over, it's because I don't use that skin, so I didn't purchase the skin. But we're going to start off with the M4. I do use the M4A1S, so the skin that I've chosen is the very this one's a minimal wear. At the time that I've purchased this, it was 40 cents, and for the M4A1S, there weren't really any other options in my price range that I cared for. I mean, you can get some of the other ones that are just random drops, but this one's really my favorite as far as the M4A1S goes. Next up, I went with the AK-47 Elite build. This one is well worn. At the time that I purchased this, it was 20 cents. And I went with the well worn because I believe when I bought it, the well worn was actually cheaper than the battle scarred. But they all kind of look the same to me. I think it's one of those skins that, it's kind of just the brightness of the skin is determined in the value and not much else. But ever since the skin came out, I thought it was actually a really nice skin. And it's only 20 cents in it, so therefore it saves me a lot of money in my other choices. For the Scout, I did go with the Abyss. This is a very cheap skin, and I was torn between doing this or the Slashed, but as I was looking through skins to purchase on the market, I found this one, and the scope has an incredible amount of light blue, and so I really liked it, and so that's what I went with. The Scout at the time that I bought it, this is a minimal wear, the Scout was 16 cents when I bought it. For the Galil AR, I did go with the Rocket Pop. I think it's a good looking skin. It's a little corny, but it is a good looking skin. And one other thing about these is I really wanted to do, if there was a skin that was kind of unique for the gun, I really wanted to try to go with that. Now you'll see some cases where that didn't happen. There are some other skins out there that match some of the picks that I've chosen, but I did go with the Galil Rocket Pop. When I purchased this, it was 14 cents, and that's minimal wear. So for my Scout choice, I did go with the Pet Viper. This one is a field-tested version. Now the Op Pet Viper, the Op skin is really, it's going to take up a good chunk of your budget. This one's field-tested. When I purchased it, it was $1.04. Another option that you can go with, really, you can't go with the Worm God. It seems like there's a lot of Worm Gods out there these days. I think the field-tested Worm God was around 93 cents whenever I purchased this. But I decided to go with the Pet Viper just because I feel like there are fewer of them out there, and I wanted to try and be a little bit different. For the FAMAS, I did go with the Survivor's skin. A lot of people hate this skin. I don't use the FAMAS that much, but I do occasionally force buy it if I have to. I don't really mind the skin that much, but as far as other options go, I'm not really sure what else you would choose. Yeah, I don't have any other options here in my notes, but this was 20 cents when I bought it. It's out of the new cases, so it's probably actually gone down even more since then, but it was 20 cents and it's a minimal wear. As far as SMGs go, I only went with the MP7, the MP45, and the P90. I'll start with the P90. I went with the P90 teardown and minimal wear. I really like the look of the skin. I think, you know, if they had done a little more work, it could have been, you know, a little higher tier skin. But I did go with the P90 teardown. It's a minimal wear. This skin was only 16 cents for a minimal wear version. You could go factory new. The price was actually doubled at the time of purchase. It was 32 cents. You could also go, another option for me I was considering was the Elite build, but you know, I already took the AK Elite build. The minimal wear Elite build was 16 cents at the time of purchase, but I do really enjoy the teardown here, so that's what I went with. The UMP45, I did go with a bone pile just because it is a big skin. I was looking through skins to purchase and I found this one. It looked pretty clean for a minimal wear, so that's what I went with. You know, it's UMP45. It's not much. You know, it's not a gun I use a whole lot, but I do occasionally buy it. It was 51 cents when I purchased it, which is way too much for a UMP45 skin. But, you know, I think I purchased this toward the end of my budget and I knew exactly how much I was going to have left, and so I flexed and spent a little more than I should have, just because it was a unique skin. For the MP7 I went with the anodized navy. It is factory new. It's just a simple skin, very clean. The price on this at the time of purchase was 24 cents. And it was really my favorite option. So anodized navy, 24 cents factory new. As far as the heavy guns go, I don't use very many of them. I don't think anybody else does either, except for the Negev and the Nova. So for the Nova, I went with the factory new Candy Apple. It's a good looking clean skin. The factory new version is only a dime. It was 10 cents. And so that's what I went with. The Negev Rat-a-tat is minimal wear, and it was 21 cents at the time of purchase. It's a unique skin. There's not, you know, it's corny and stupid, but it's unique, and it looks kind of cool, I guess. And, you know, it was only 21 cents, so what the hell. I do break out the Negev when I'm being a troll, or if you know, a match is well in hand, so why not, and just went with the Rat-a-tat. For pistols, we'll start with the CT side first. USPS Torque, factory new. That's a good looking skin, in my opinion. I like it. You know, there is a P90 Torque, or not a P90, a AUG Torque that matches it, but I don't ever buy the AUG, so I just went ahead and got the USPS Torque. It was 42 cents when I bought it. It's probably gone down since then. Some other options that I like, of course, you know, a lot of people use the Guardian. The fact that a lot of people use it is kind of one of the reasons I didn't want to use it. It was a little more expensive also. Minimal wear Guardian at the time, the purchase was 58 cents, and so I thought I would save a little money and just go with the Torque. You could also go with the USPS Royal Blue, another one of my favorite USPS skins that's not a whole lot of money. Field tested one was 38 cents when I bought the Torque. So those are some other options for you, but this is a really good looking skin for a blue skin, and so that's what I went with. I don't ever use the dualies, so I didn't waste any money on it. P250 Valence, this is a well-worn. This is another one of the skins that it's just the brightness of the skin that's affected. I can't really tell a difference other than the brightness between the conditions. But this one is well worn. The well worn version at the time of purchase was 9 cents. Some other options that I like, there are several. You could go with a minimal wear mint kimono for 18 cents. Metallic DDPAT factory new was only 6 cents at the time of purchase. And so out of those, there are a lot of valences floating around, but I feel like it's still a good looking skin, and so that's the choice that I went with. Now the 5.7 was a tough choice for me. There are a lot of good 5.7 skins. They're kind of expensive. So what I decided was the orange pill. The orange pill at the time of purchase was 16 cents for me for the minimal wear version. Another good skin is the Forest Knight, which is I don't know if I've written down 5 cents or 50 cents for it here, but that's another good choice. I do like the Nightshade 5.7 factory new. That was 50 cents at the time of purchase. And you can also go with the Urban Hazard 5.7. Minimal wear or factory new was 49 or 59 cents respectively. But I like the orange pill. It's a good looking skin. There are some other orange pill skins out there. Don't see too many of them though, and I do like the way it looks, so that's what I went with. For the Deagle choice, this was tough for me, and I did get a field tested Midnight Storm. It was tough for me because I know that Deagle skins are pretty expensive, and it's not a gun I use a whole lot of. I don't ever use it seriously. I only use it, I guess, when I'm just kidding around or something. But for the field tested version of this gun was 46 cents. I didn't feel like spending any more on that just because I was on a tight budget. And yeah, this is a pretty good looking skin. This one is well scratched. You can tell it's field tested. But for what it is, 46 cents. And I had the money in the budget. I saved this toward the last because I knew don't use the Deagle. But so not much else to say about it other than it's scratched, and don't use it seriously. On the T side, I went with the Glock 18 Knight. There are several just cheap-ass Glock skins to choose from, so got a lot of options. This one's field tested. It was 28 cents at the time of purchase, and I really like the Knight skins. Obviously the Knight knives are very expensive, some of the most expensive if you get them in factory new. The scratches on this one, it is field tested. The scratches are mostly covered up when you're playing, where they're located on this particular skin by the model hands, so that was good at least. But I do like the Knight skin. It's simple, yet it's it's better than the just the standard skin, the Glock 18 skin. So that's what I went with. Another option that I was considering is the Blue Fissure. I have written down here you could get one for 30 cents whenever I purchase this. And the Blue Fissure, I've got a factory new StatTrak Blue Fissure on my main account, and that's what I use over there. So I kind of wanted to do something different on this account, but the Blue Fissure is probably my favorite Glock skin because it's not that expensive and it looks pretty good in my opinion. So that's what I went for the Glock skin. And for the Tech 9, I do use the Tech 9 quite often. A lot of people do. So the Tech 9, this is minimal wear bamboo forest. It cost $0.25 at the time of purchase. Some other options, you could get a minimal wear sandstorm for 19 cents. You could get a red quartz minimal wear or factory new for 38 cents or 55 cents respectively. or you could go with a minimal wear Tech 9 Isaac, and that's what I use on my main account. I use a factory new StatTrak Tech 9 Isaac on my main account. But this skin is it's different. There's not really anything else out there that looks like it except for maybe the AK-47 hydroponic, which looks kind of similar to it. But I really like the look of the skin, and again, you know, I tried to go with some unique stuff for my skins, and so that's what I went with. Went with the minimal wear bamboo forest for $1. Let me look through here and see if there's anything I've forgotten or haven't covered. I didn't get a MAC-10 skin because I don't ever use the MAC-10. I prefer to I prefer the MP45 to the MAC-10, and it's only $200 more, or $150 more. I think that about covers all the skins. Yes it does. And so here you can recap all the skins that I've been through. The total for this at the time of purchase was $5.02. So I went over my budget by 2 cents. You know, and I spent more than I could have. I could have gotten off cheaper and under the $5 budget that I imposed on myself, but I was looking through a lot of these, and I really like, you know, the wear is different for each skin. Each individual skin has a particular wear to it, and I was trying to get, you know, really good looking skins for the particular wear, you know, that I picked. And so I spent a lot of time going through these and picking not necessarily the cheapest of each skin, but you know, one that I thought looked decent. So there it is. There's my $5.02 loadout, and I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, you can get some good looking skins and not have to spend a whole lot of money, and so that's really why I wanted to make this video, just to maybe help some of y'all out with some choices. And I'm happy with these choices, and I'm going to enjoy playing on my alt account a whole lot more from now on. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you later.